In this quick video, we're going to look at this table that it describes how we can name acids. So this is in your data booklet, and the rules for naming acids are based off of the IUPAC system name, and we typically refer to acids in the classical naming system. So like hydrochloric acid is an acid you will have heard of before, maybe sulfuric acid is an acid you've heard the name before. Those are classical acid names, and they're pretty common. The IUPAC name is based off of just the ion. So if I was to look at this ion here, what I've got is two hydrogen ions and a sulfate ion. And so if the IUPAC name was given, it'd be aqueous hydrogen sulfate, because it's a sulfate ion and the hydrogens are kind of acting like ions. Since this ends in ATE, the sulfate, if I wanted to give it a classical name, I want to take the ATA, or I notice the ATE at the end of the ion name, and then when I name it, I'm going to just name it ic acid. So this one would be sulfuric acid. And so I'm ending with the ic acid, and I take the root word. Now here, sulfuric acid is a weird one, because why isn't it sulfic acid? You'll see this name so often that it won't throw you off. Most of them are fairly logical, right? So in the example that they give here, they've got hydrogen phosphate, because this is a phosphate ion. It'll be phosphoric acid. So you can see they drop the 8 and put ic acid. Now for this acid, we've got two hydrogen ions, and we've got a sulfide ion. And so this is a sulfide, so it'd be hydrogen, or pardon me, it'll be aqueous hydrogen sulfide. That's the IUPAC name, but it ends in an IDE. Now when it ends in IDE, you go hydroic acid. So it'll be hydrosulfuric acid. And you can see it still ends in the ic acid, but the difference is this is now has got a hydro. So if it ended in IDE, we want to go hydroic acid. Our last example we have here to try to help explain this is I've got two hydrogen ions and a sulfite ion. So this would be aqueous hydrogen sulfite. But sulfite ends in ITE. If the ion ends in ITE, then this will be sulfur us acid. And so it ends in us acid. And you can see the example they give here is they've got phosphite. So hydrogen phosphite, so it's phosphorus acid. So we always kind of use the anion name to help figure out what the acid name is. If it ends in IDE, it goes hydroic acid. If it ends in ATE, it's ic acid. And if it ends in IDE, it'll be us acid. And the convenient thing is we get this table in our data booklet. So as long as you know how to, read it and figure it out, you'll be able to apply it to any acid scenario.